If you feel like your character drawings are lacking somehow, and maybe they're not turning out the way you want them to be, I would suggest adding some type of perspective to the character and into the scene, and try adding multiple characters in one scene like this. This will force you to really think about how to compose the scene and the illustration. The hardest part of this was drawing all the forms for the characters and really just setting the composition. And I really enjoyed like this comical scene between these like serious characters. These two are like fighting, arguing or something. He's just sitting there like sick of everything, and then these two are just all cool. But yeah, I suggest if you struggle with drawing characters more in more dynamic poses, try drawing them in different perspectives. Try drawing them with within 1 point perspective, 2 point perspective. For me, I want to get better at drawing characters in a fisheye perspective and doing that. But yeah, right now all I'm doing is adding all the details, the weapons and stuff, the characters for the faces. I said that backwards. Oh man, the faces for the characters. And for me, the hardest part about drawing characters is the clothing and costume design. I know I want these to be this kind of theme is like a fantasy setting, so I want characters to have armor, swords, weapons. This guy has a staff. Because if I drew a sword, I feel like the hilt would have got in the way of this character's hand. But yeah, I'm just adding details like that and the swords and accessories and clothing, which is the hardest part for me. What came easy was the forms, but now it's actually time to design the characters and add clothing on top. So yeah. All right, so don't do what I did. Basically, this was just supposed to be a sketch, but I decided to turn this into a finished illustration. And the problem with that was I didn't really have the characters designed. I had so much fun sketching them and drawing them in my sketchbook that I didn't really think about the composition too well. And I didn't think about the character's actual design either. So it was very hard for me to come up with these designs on the spot. So in the future, before I do something like this big at this scale, as far as the illustration goes, I definitely want to be thinking about the composition a lot more. I definitely want to think about the character's design a lot more and be more intentful with, like I said, the composition. And so even though this was a sketch in my sketchbook, I could have put more intention on the character design, the composition of the illustration, just to make the scene flow a little bit better and get the character's design really on point. So this is the drawing that I've been working on for a while now, and I am my own worst critic. Uh, it's taking me a little bit longer to finish this drawing, mainly because of how I want to paint the background and how I want to render this piece. Part of me is like, I wish I would have just drew the characters, But another part of me is like, I don't want to just like settle for less. I want to try and do my best with every drawing I do. I want to try and get better with every drawing. And part of that is doing stuff like this, rendering the backgrounds and the characters. And so I don't want to just not do my best with this. I didn't want to just draw these characters in a blank background. Uh, it was fine for my sketchbook, but I wanted to add a story to it. I wanted it to be the best it could be. Uh, but like I said, I'm my own worst critic, and I think that this doesn't look that great. I can definitely do better. But besides that, I just gotta focus on finishing this and getting this done because I'm tired of I'm tired of looking at it. I just want to get done with this, bro. I want to be finished with this. So I'm trying to hurry up and finish this up, render all the characters, the background, and add some special effects to it. But yeah, it's exciting. It's fun to see myself improve. But it's also frustrating at times because I feel like it's not my best. And so, yeah. Yeah, so I just talked about wanting to do my best with each artwork, art piece I do, and just get a little bit better with every piece, 1% better. And I encourage you to do the same. Whether you draw characters, backgrounds, I like to draw everything, so that's why I frustrate myself. But yeah, try and challenge yourself with your drawings and your artwork that you create. Uh, well, that's like the only way to get better, really, just to keep challenging yourself. And with art, it can be frustrating because we're not at that skill level that we want to be at yet. But we also have to keep practicing and drawing to get to that skill level. So don't be discouraged. Keep going. Uh, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you want to get better at drawing characters in a group, definitely use perspective grids to help you out, plot out the forms, and if you want to, take those sketches, take those drawings that you created, and try to create a full illustration from them. Try to make something that tells a story that's exciting for you, that's fun for you, and that's what I did with this piece. I liked how it came out. The composition could definitely be a little bit better. And it's funny too because as soon as I got finished with this piece, I decided to redesign this the main character of the scene, and this is that new design. But yeah, stuff like that. I feel like the more you challenge yourself, the better you get, and the more you see what you need to improve on. So don't forget to challenge yourself. Don't forget to create stuff that you have fun with and are excited to create. And I hope this video helped you. I will see you in the next one. Peace.